So it's Joe again, also known as Milk Crate 82 on YouTube, and I'm going to start a new video here today, working on the hood for my 77 C10. Just get a little shot over here. There's my roommate working on his XS 650 bobber. But anyway, back to the hood. I picked up this hood for about 20 bucks. It's in good shape. Pan over here. You can see my other hood leaning up against the fence. And basically the problem is these hoods get kinked, and somebody came in here with just some angle iron and some bolts. There are bolt heads on the top side of the hood, but you can see here where they get kinked, usually here right underneath the hinges, and right in here you can see a little crack. I'm not going to use this hood. This hood is also rusted at the bottom, so that's why I picked up this other hood. So first thing we got to do, and this hood is starting to kink. I can crawl under here. You see right there, we got a little crack, and same up here at the hinges. As bad as this looks, it's still better than my old hood. So, back up here. First thing we got to do is make sure that it's not kinked, or see how badly it's kinked along this edge here. And the first step is get yourself a piece of cardboard, some scissors, and a Sharpie, and we're going to make a template. And here's my fender. This is the passenger side fender, and if you watched my other videos, you saw how to do patch panel repair down there on the lower corners, down there and down there at the front. If you look real close, you can see some of the body work, the body filler underneath, but these are done. I'm not going for an olive drab paint scheme. That's just the color of the self-etching primer that I put on there. It was the first coat. I had a lot of bare metal, and so I sprayed it with self-etching primer, and I'll come back with just a regular auto body primer. But the first thing we got to do is we're going to take our cardboard template there, and we're going to trace the edge of the fender here, so that we know that our hood is level with the fender. So I'll get started on that and show you the template. Alright, so now I've got my template cut, and you want to take your time and cut and mark the template as best you can, and cut it out as best you can, because it's important that it's as accurate as it can be. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to set it up on the hood and holding it down. It's pretty good there, but right there you start to see it. Big gap, which means it's bent. The hood is kinked right here in the middle. So we'll try and repair that and see how we do. And here's where I'm at so far. Let me show you a couple things here. The first thing I did here, so I just had a piece of, that's about 5-foot piece of angle iron. I just C-clamped it to the bottom of my sawhorses here. And then up here on the hood, I took a larger C-clamp, clamped it to the hood, and there's just a little socket under there just as a spacer, basically. But I needed this large C-clamp so I could get my template over here close to the edge. And basically all I'm going to do is ratchet down on that strap until my hood comes into a line. And what I'm going to do from there, as you can see right there, there's a little crack. I'm going to come in and I'm going to put a little tack weld there, and hopefully that'll hold it in place so that I can get the hood braces fabricated. You've probably seen online the hood braces that run, you know, from the hinges forward. They're about 20 bucks a pair, which is reasonable, but I've got some still got quite a bit of 16 gauge flat stock, so I'm going to fabricate my own just to save a few bucks, and just because I think it's fun. So that's where we're at so far, and I'm going to ratchet down on this and see if I can get this thing back into alignment. Alright, as you can see, I got the C-clamp removed, and I did get a couple of little tack welds on that crack that was right in there. And I'm going to put my template back on. And you can see we still got a little bit of a gap back here. It's not as bad, so it fixed it a little bit, but that's just, you know, tacking it up right there. It's just basically step one. What we still got to do, come under here, you can see the crack there I showed you earlier, and the big one right here. And I think this is our problem. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cutoff wheel and just cut straight across there, and then pull down on the hood, get it in position, and then re-weld that seam that I cut. I might have to hammer and do a few things to get it straightened out, but we'll try and get it straightened out, and I'll keep filming, and hopefully I do it right. This is the first time I've ever done work like this on a hood. I couldn't find any YouTube videos, so I figured I'd guinea pig it and see if I get it right. So let's just keep our fingers crossed.